was in my channel's training was consulting. It was Zoho consultant. Okay, so today I have come with some simple simple topics, rather quite confusing for few. So what I have experienced in my uh, journey on Zoho as a Zoho consultant, that though many people does a very good job. Okay, they're very sound in technical aspects, but this simple thing, so simple. I will tell you the topic in a moment. So this simple topic may seems to be confusing. Okay, so today I will explain, or I will tell you the difference about roles and we will discuss about roles, profiles, and sharing role. Okay, so actually, why have picked this topic, because this is the backbone of any company. See, visibility, permissions, and what level of permissions we can set, and if there is any change in permission, how we are going to handle complex hierarchies for a big company, especially when we have that complex hierarchy, role hierarchy. Okay, and so how do we will be able to handle that? So every system you think of, if it's a Microsoft Dynamics, if it's a Salesforce or Zoho, so all the system will have similar kind of structure. The concept is same, but might be it will vary a little bit from applications to applications. Like for example, Salesforce, apart from roles and profiles, we have something called permission sets, which actually acts a additional layer to the permission settings and the security control. Okay, so like for example, Microsoft Dynamics also have the same thing. So but today we will not discuss about other two, but only on Zoho. So what we have got in Zoho security control in, and what is there in how it works, the roles and profiles, and the sharing roles. Okay, so before we go to the discussion, to the topic, so just requesting you to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified for the upcoming videos that I will be publishing. Okay, so let's not waste much time. So let's quickly jump to the Zoho CRM. So just be with me. Uh, I will be explaining you in details about today's topic. Okay. Okay. So, jumping to mm the screen. So let me just. So hope you are able to see the screen. So I'm currently now in the profile section. Okay. So how to go that, if from the setup. So okay. Just a moment. I will be, let me just set up the screen. I will be explaining you all this things. Okay. See, I'm in the profiles. So, to go to the profiles, you have to go in the setup. In the setup, you have under general, you have users. If you just click on users, you will be given options like that users. Under users, you have this kind of security control. So this is the main part. This is the topic. These are the topics that we will be discussing today. Now the first comes profiles, then we have roles and sharing. Okay, so I have designed a role for you to make you understand. Will come to this later, but before that, let me explain what are profiles. Profiles are very straightforward. In profiles, if I just enter in one of the profiles, you will see. So in profiles, what do we do by profiles? So profiles will define what are the permissions you will be given to a user who is associated with that profile. Okay. So for example, all the modules you have view, edit, create, and delete. So you can remove any one of the permission and can give that permission to that profile. For every modules, we will have to do that. And we also have something called, it's a very, say, change owner. So there are various permission, like I'm saying, so if you want your users to change owner to mass update owners, then this permission is vital for them. Then all you have, so you have import export permission, you have if you want to have send emails. So all the levels, all that are permission that you want to give to your user will be defined in this profile. Okay, even if you want the user to access mobile app, that also is controlled from here only. Okay, if you don't want your users to app to open CRM in mobile, you can check this off. If you want to do that, you have to make this enabled. Okay, so there are some permissions at admin level. There are email templates if you want your to create generate email templates. All those things, all those permissions you can set it. So basically, profiles controls what permission, what edit is, if it's a edit only, view only, read only, or permissions that I want to give to that user, that will be defined in the profile section. That is very simple and straightforward. Don't uh, think that it is something to do with the record level. You understand what I mentioned, record level, right? So records are nothing. These are rows in a skill table. These are records. So these records has nothing to do with profile. You get my point? So profiles are only that. So what permission we have, it's edit, read only, whatever it is that is controlled by profiles. Okay. Now, when I say profile starter doesn't we have doesn't worry about records. So how will I give this record level permission? So one is permission. We have what we can do. So you can understand in this way. One is profiles are what we can do, what the user can do, and roles defines what records I can see. Okay, so when I'm talking about record level sharing, this is the roles where we define what records a user will be able to see. Say, for example, for each user, you have to define one profile and a role. Why? So profile defines the permission what users should have, and roles defines what record he or she should see in this CRM system. Okay, when he's logging. Now, see, this is a simple structure, simple hierarchy, role hierarchy. Okay, now there in companies, in big companies, whose community is getting implemented in larger companies nowadays. So how will we manage those complex hierarchy with these roles? Yes, that obviously can be, as you can see, this is a simple one. So where we have someone above CEO as well. Also, in many cases, CEO gets the top role, but here to explain you, I have put another role above CEO. So under CEO, we have managers, then you have sales executive 1, sales executive 2, and under sales executive 1, we have junior sales executive 1 and 2, and under junior sales executive, we have junior sales executive 3 and 4, and sales intern is there in under sales executive 4. How this works? Okay, so this is you can say me this is simple. Yes, obviously this is simple. Sales insights record will be visible by sales executive 4. Sales executive 4's data will be visible by sales executive 2, and sales executive 2, sales executive 4, 3, and sales instance data will be visible by his manager. Okay, but sales executive 1 would not be able to see data until and unless we do a check on the option shared record with peers. These two users who are there in these two roles will not be able to see each other's records. Okay, so as I have mentioned, so this is the hierarchy that is followed if we are maintaining a role-based hierarchy in CRM. In CRM, you can maintain hierarchies in two ways: role-based hierarchies or reporting manager-based hierarchies. Reporting manager-based hierarchy is nothing but when you define the reporting manager in a user, the user who is the reporting manager will be able to see his or her data. That's it. If you are following a role-based hierarchy, then this is the structure by which the record visibility will be applied in the system. Okay. Now, yes, obviously, I know there might be confusions. You can obviously ping me and you can put in the chat, and I will get back to you. So, but simple thing is that if I want to get a record visibility, say for example, S consult, this is the top, who is able to see any records entered by any one of his employees who are in any role, who are maybe in any role. So, but CEO will be able to see the records of his manager, sales executive, and all. Sales executive will be see the records of his subordinates. We call them subordinates. So say subordinates of sales executive one, a junior sales executive one and two. Subordinates of sales executive two are junior sales executive three and four, and also sales intern as well. Okay, so sales intern has the, now here by this structure, sales intern has the lowest level of role hierarchy in the structure. So his data will be visible to this one, this, and manager and CEO. And but this user in this role will not be able to see any others data, only his. Okay, so that's how it works. If I define, if I want to have some other role in inside or below sales intern, I can always define that. We have this plus option to do that. I can even also edit if in your organization, if this structure is getting edited, that also is possible. Okay, but that I will not come into today in today's session, because there is a little bit some information or some tweak that we have to mention. I will be coming up with another video how to edit an existing role hierarchy for an organization, but today I will not discuss on that. So today this will be simple, and this is the role based hierarchy that Zoho CRM follows. And one most important thing that you must I must tell you, say for example, I have mentioned the sales intern has sales interns who records are say for example, sales intern won't be able to see any one of the users who are above him or her. Okay, now say for example, you have a requirement where you want means say for example, sales intern might need to call some leads. Say for example, for that he needs to view that record, view that phone number or email ID he might to get back. And the manager says, okay, so I need this sales intern to view what record I can see for the moment, because the sales intern needs to call someone from manager's record. Okay, so how will I do that? So we have already already defined this role hierarchy. The sales intern would not be able to see any records from a manager. So this is, say for example, it's a use case. Okay, it's a use case where we might need some of the users to view some of his some boss's data, maybe view some his boss's data. So how do we do that? So there comes the importance of data sharing. Okay, so I have a data sharing is, this data sharing rule is nothing but if you want to tweak the conventional way the roles are set up, if you want to have any if you want to have any different use case where you want to show records uh, from one of his bosses, there comes the importance of data sharing rule. Now I have defined one data sharing rule. What it says, say for example, show records. I have mentioned, given the name as show records from manager to sales center. As I mentioned, the manager wants the sales center to only view the records which managers which in his managers. So managers want his records to be shown to the sales intern, only view permission. So what I have done, I have been show records from managers to sales intern. Now records shared from where the records to be shared, I have put roles and subordinates, means the records which are not only owned by the manager but also his subordinates, also his subordinates, those records will also be visible to the sales intern. Now if I only put roles, then only the records which are owned by the managers will be visible to sales intern. But now if I select roles and subordinates, then also the records who are the subordinates of the manager will be also be visible to the sales intern. Now, so I have put records shared from this manager, record shared to sales intern. And now in the permission, I want only to view the records. In that case, I will put only read only. I don't want the user who is in the sales intern role to manipulate any data owned by the managers or his subordinates. So in that case, we will only put read only, and we will just click on save. Okay, now this is already done. I have this is how you will define data sharing rule which actually is which actually, if you have some use cases which actually doesn't follow the role hierarchy structure, if you want any, any those kind of use cases can be mapped by data sharing rule. Okay, and it is applicable to each and every module. You can define your own data sharing rule. And not only this, if you are, say for example, it is not a role based, or you can also define groups. Say for example, I want to create a separate group with few users whom only I want to share the manager's data. In that case, you have to create a group with all those users, and you have to put those users in the group, and you have to select the group, and you have to say there is the name of the group, and you have to select the group name, and similarly you have to put the permission to give whatever permission you want to do. Okay, so this actually is handy to, you know to map complex scenarios where you have something which is not following the conventional role hierarchy structure in a system. In those cases, if you need to share something, data, some extra, you have to share some extra records to any user, you can do it by this way. Okay, now you might say this, yes, obviously we have another option as a record level sharing also. But record level sharing, you remember, it's an individual record that you have to do share to any one of the user. Okay, but this is actually not an individual, it's at an application level. So I think you can understand the power of having what data sharing rule and why it is important. Because if you are going to implement for any large organizations, this data sharing rule is a must, and you will definitely find use cases for that. Okay, so I think this is now for today. I will be coming up with more such topics to explain you what Zoho CRM is capable of. Till then, bye. Okay, goodbye. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.